I met with John Anderson. He lives locally, and he's a good friend of the channel. He does some really impressive artistic blacksmithing, the sort of things that I'd probably never attempt. He said he was inspired when he saw my blacksmithing shop when I lived in Southwest Washington. He has a real flair for these heads, or I think he calls them his dudes, and he's obviously taken it to the next level. His single-piece turtle here is really nice. Really impressive. And check out this wrought iron spoon he made. Really happy to have met John. Back to my new home biz. Appliances have come. I've got a new fridge here. And this here is a refurbished stove. I was going to get all new appliances from Lowe's, but their delivery schedule was way out, so I went to a local place, and I'm really glad I did. Very friendly customer service, and also was able to purchase this refurbished washer-dryer unit, though it actually is very small. My good friends gave me this large laminate top, and I'm going to use it to make a high table, something at bar height. I'm basically making this base just out of scraps, a lot of stuff that I have left over. So I have some really good news. My home passed final inspection. This place is legit and can be occupied. I thought I would be a lot more elated than I am. Of course I'm happy and I feel relieved, but I don't feel a joy that I thought I might feel. I think it may be because this part of the process is over and I'm going to return to Taiwan soon, get back to my blacksmithing and my life there. I do miss my Taiwan life, but since I've invested so much time here and I feel like a home is never done, so I guess that's why I feel a little bit despondent. This has been a heck of a journey for about 4+ months here. A lot of highs and a lot of lows, but all in all, it was really such a great experience, and one that's obviously going to continue. Anyone thinking of doing something similar, I would highly encourage it. I'm not a great builder. The only thing that I have in spades is a lot of persistence, and I don't really need to take many days off. Of course, planning is important, but you don't have to have the greatest plan. You can figure stuff out as you go along. I know a lot of people who get stuck in the planning phase of all sorts of things and never get down to doing anything actually. So you want to try to just get in and get your hands dirty and see what comes of it. Okay, enough pontificating. I've got a big table in a little home. A good neighbor stops by to give me some chanterelle mushrooms that he picked. Lucky I've got a table that I can put them on. I take care of some other small things and make this small cedar shelf unit. These off-the-shelf shelves will do in this spot. I finally got the right size pre-hung interior doors. The rough-in height is too high, and I'm not sure why, so I had to make some adjustments here. I slapped a 2x4 underneath, and I'm using that hard insulation to fill in. I find it easier to nail the jamb in, but don't drive the nails all the way in, and then wedge later on. Look at the gap that remains, and remember I already put an extra 2x4 in there. So here you can see I'm fooling around with wedges now. I just found it much easier to just get the door secured and then wedge it to push it this way or that way to get it all lined up. I gotta say, this was a little frustrating at first, but they came out pretty good. Now I cut more of this hard insulation to fill in the gaps. A new day, a new delivery. I decided to exchange out the old washer-dryer unit for a new washer. I think this is going to work much better. I just need to do my trim work. The building supply store, though, is closed for 3 days for inventory. I get these doorknobs at Walmart, and they seem pretty good. I do have material to trim the interior of the bathroom door, and so that's done. Another neighbor is going by, and Maron, his dog, is gigantic. Irish wolfhound, and thankfully he's friendly. I have a catwalk under the insulation in the attic crawl space, and I decided to put some plywood on top, press it down so I can have a little extra storage. Thank you, everyone. But you know I got a lot more fooling around to do.